Alright, welcome back for another video, everyone. So what we're going to do is we are going to take a look at Guild Wars and the character customization. It's one thing I've always really wished that World of Warcraft would have taken a little bit more seriously, that Guild Wars has just met any requirement and more that I could have ever asked for. So first of all, I want to go ahead and start off by just showing you the two characters I have now. This was a little guy here. He's an Azura Revenant, and he's just like a little creature looking thing. Okay, the story behind these guys is they're supposedly really intelligent, whatever. Okay, they look unique. They got floppy ears, they got pretty cool hair, they're short, and it's just the first character I decided to try to play. Clearly, as you can see, level 4, I wasn't too interested in this character, but I did make a Norn, which is like a huge Goliath class. They're human race, but they're just larger than average, I suppose. But what I wanted you guys to take a look at is look at the detail. It's absolutely insane. Like, I've been playing World of Warcraft for about 13 years or so, and they just cannot compete. Everything from the hair, the ab lines right there. You have the fur that you can see in the outfit, the details. You can see the kneecaps very clearly, the muscles on the legs, so on and so forth. So if you are into a game that is going to detail characters very, very clearly, this is a game you might want to take seriously and just give it a shot, if nothing else. But what I want to do today is actually just go through the character creation and the process to create your character, because there's so much you can actually change. So first we're going to go and click on one of the character slots, and we're going to choose one of our classes or races. Now over here we have the Char. As you can see, they're just kind of a large beast looking creature. For a lot of us that have played for or coming from or whatever with World of Warcraft, you're going to look at this guy here and you're going to instantly think Tauren. You know, I really don't like the Tauren figures, so I probably won't play one of these characters. But just to give you an idea, of course, you can pick male, female. I'll just pick male for this one. We get to choose what essentially class that we are, so you guys can see the customization and the basic armors and what they look like. And I say basic because you don't start off looking like this, but this is kind of the idea of what your character will look like whenever you have some gear. We have Ranger, Necromancer, which this is going to be the next one I personally decide to give a shot. If not that, then the Elementalist right here. We have a Thief, a Guardian, Revenant, which these guys look super awesome, but I'm just not a fan of the Azura, the little mini guys. I'm going to play a big, large character for that because they look super powerful. We have Engineer, and then we have the Mesmer, and that's the character that I'm currently playing that you guys just saw is my Norn character. I'm having a lot of fun with that. That one deals a lot with degeneration of health and putting curses and other such things on the enemy, in addition to using clones. So it's pretty cool. But anyway, for this one, I'm going to go ahead and just click on the warrior here and take a look at the initial options. So first of all, you can choose the height, so you can make your guy look massive or smaller. But even still, it's going to be somewhat proportionate to what you would typically expect. Next up, we can pick the physique. So you can choose a medium average build here, a little bit bigger and more chunky, and they have a lot of default sets. And this guy looks like he's real skinny. But personally, for this one, I'd probably pick a larger scale. For the Char, you can choose the fur types. Essentially, it's going to be the color of the skin. Same thing, same concept, but you can also change the actual tint. So that's pretty cool too. Now, this is quite a bit of customization so far, but then we go over here to the head options, and under the head options, you have a whole bunch more. Okay, starting with the hair. We're going to do some crazy furry beast here. Then we can do the face. You have to choose everything here. We're going to pick this one. Horns. This one kind of reminds me of the Draenei. You have to pick your horn type. We'll just pick we'll pick this one because it looks a little funny. So now face detail. Maybe I shouldn't have chosen a char for this because I don't know how detailed we can really get, but you can choose the eye angles, which you really can't tell very well. I'll just go like this for a little bit. Just look at the eyes. You can see them kind of squinting up and squinting down. We can open his eyes or close his eyes, so you can make them real wide. Make the irises large or small, so on and so forth. So you get the idea behind that, but you can also change the eye color. Now I personally like blue with just about everything, so any character I create is probably going to have blue eyes. So now we can customize the muzzle. So your nose, you can make large or skinny. You guys can see all these different aspects that you have with the bridge going up and down there. Teeth size, this one's pretty cool. Definitely never thought I'd play a game where you could choose the size of your teeth. I'm gonna say he's got big teeth. You can tilt the jaw back and forward so you can give him an under and over bite. And then muzzle you can tilt up and down as well. So again, over and under bite. Okay. So ear length, you can give him big old monster ears or little ears, thick or skinny, large head or small head. That's kind of cool. Have a little shrunken head effect. Okay. And then with armor dyes, it's kind of basic, traditional. Just pick whatever colors you want for your armor. This is going to be your first starting set, so nothing too special. And then you can kind of just go through and choose whatever you would like for your colors. I just put some mix match stuff there. So next up, it's also really cool because you get to kind of choose the direction of your hero, which means it's not the same generic cookie cutter story for each and every single individual. And I say that loosely because of course you still follow the same storyline. So if I created 2 char characters, I'm still going to follow the same generic storyline, but how it plays out is going to be a little bit different. The end outcome, yes, it'll be the same, very similarly to the same each time. But it says I wear blank, and I get to choose between these 3. Okay. On the battlefield, because of this, I am recognized and given the proper respect. So you can tell these are kind of it's an honor-bound race. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that as a shoulder pads, okay? So now we're going to come over here and it says, Trouble may follow me, but I still use my, we're going to say, ferocity, because we're kind of looking rough. I'm proud to be a Blood Legion, Ash Legion, or Iron Legion soldier. And these are going to be the different backgrounds that you can choose, and the Blood Legion just sounds cool, so I'm going to go ahead and just select that. I would die for my warband, especially, and then we get to pick our person. Now this guy here, just because he's got the eye patch, I'm probably going to pick him, but down here you have a story of why you would choose this one, and you can pick whichever one you just kind of best fits you and your personality. But again, just for this demo, I'm just going to go ahead and pick this one. And this is their sparring partner. Then we come over here and they tell me the soldier that sired me is a loyal soldier, sorceress shaman, or an honorless gladium. We're going to go ahead and say sorceress, just to mix it up a little bit. And finally we get to this part here. This is where you get to create your character name. And this is where your story kind of plays out. So if you are into role-playing, or if you are watching this video and you are from Moonguard especially, or any other role-playing server, this may be your thing. Though trouble may follow me, I overcome it with ferocity. I'm a soldier in the Blood Legion, and my warband is my family. I would die for them, especially Clawspur, my sparring partner. They tell me my sire is a sorceress shaman. I must overcome his reputation, whatever it takes. I'm a warrior, and I wear no helm on the battlefield. Because of this, my enemies falter when they see the fearless determination in my eyes. This is my story, signed, and we just put our name in there. So whatever name you want. Another cool aspect is that with this game, you can actually do a first and last name. So we'll say Wandering Soldier. Okay, I'm sure that's going to be taken, but the point is that you see over here, this is an acceptable name. Okay, now I'm not going to actually create the character because I don't want to create a char, excuse me, but at the same time, it's just really cool because you get more customization through the whole process. So now I'm going to go back out all the way to the beginning. And I'm not going to go through each customization, but I'm going to go ahead and just show you guys here. We have the Sylvari and their customization. We'll pick a female for this one. This will probably remind a lot of you guys of the elves. So either Night Elf, Blood Elf, or I guess now they have the Void Elves and some other ones in World of Warcraft, so it's pretty similar. Naturally, I think of Hunter or Ranger, so this is what I would probably select if I was going to create this character. And you go through, and again, the physique and body size is all customizable. You can make them skinny, larger, fat, slim, top heavy, bottom heavy, so on and so forth. Skin patterns you can change, so this is going to be how leafy essentially this character is. A little bit different there. Hairstyle is also incredibly unique. So this is a group of elves that literally is sprouted from the ground. Okay, I believe that's their storyline. I could be wrong. So for any of you watching this for already know Guild Wars lore, if I'm wrong, so sorry. But it's just really cool because you literally get to have a head of lettuce for your hair. And there's, well, hell, this is a damn mushroom. That's super cool. So we can do face and skin colors, change all this stuff up. It's pretty sweet. So we get the idea behind this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Norn, which so far is my favorite. We'll do a male. And these guys are just big. They're just big, beastly dudes that they honestly remind me of Russian combatants. If you had an envisionment of one of those in the game here. They're already maxed out at height, it looks like, but they cap out above where other classes and races don't or are not able to be at. Wow, you can get these guys huge. We have tattoo styles, which I guess I can't really see the tattoos. I'd have to figure out how to get the... Okay, hide the armor. There we go. So you can see the tattoos. Face details. Make this guy just super big. Everything about him is just going to be huge. This guy's going to be an angry looking dude. So here is our Norn. He's a warrior, he's a combatant. We get the idea behind what he's capable of just from looking at him. He's going to hold big, huge two-handed weapons, most likely. We're going to get that feeling of power, and it comes from the actual ability to customize your character, guys. World of Warcraft has been trying to do it for years and years and years, but they still have, what, a base of like maybe 8 to 9 templates for, you know, the hair and the colors, and then you might have some piercings, so on and so forth, but you can't customize the actual facial expressions too much. They're all pretty much the same. And you really can't customize the body shape. A blood elf is a blood elf is a blood elf. Same thing with a dwarf is a dwarf is a dwarf. They're all going to have the exact same body size depending on if you pick male or female. In this game, you could go a good amount of time and not really run into somebody that looks just like your character, even just from the body size and the makeup and the facial expressions. You can even give some of them battle scars and stuff like that. So again, it is pretty sweet. I definitely have been enjoying this over the last couple days. I look forward to continuing to play, and I'm going to put out some more videos for you guys. I do apologize for comparing it to World of Warcraft back and forth so much, but the reality is that that's really the only other MMO that I'm familiar with. So in doing this comparison, if you've been thinking about playing something different, this may help you make that decision. Next up here, I'm probably going to be posting a couple videos on some of the gameplay, at least of my Mesmer. I might make an Elementalist or something, or maybe a Necromancer like I said earlier, and then I'll do some early gameplay for you guys so you can see how that looks. And then as I figure out things like the auction house and the various other aspects of the games with the skills and traits. I'll be posting some more of those videos so you guys can kind of follow along and see if it's a game that you'd be interested in. But in the meantime, I do hope that you enjoyed. Give me a like and a sub, and we'll see you guys next time.